Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making an eggless chocolate heart cake that is perfect for Valentine's Day. I've teamed up with my friends at Farmers Market to use their organic pumpkin in place of eggs in this chocolate heart cake. This cake is quick and easy to make up in just one bowl, and you'll get a beautiful chocolate heart cake that is perfect for celebrating with someone you love. Let me show you guys how to make it. So first we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Next, you want to grab a large mixing bowl and we're going to add in 3/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Next, we're going to add in our cane sugar. Then we're adding in light brown sugar. Now, I love using light brown sugar, especially in chocolate cakes, because this is going to help give this chocolate cake more moisture, so it is definitely going to be nice and fudgy. Next, we're going to add in 3/4 cup of milk. And now you guys can use regular milk, or you can use coconut milk, you can even use almond or oat milk, they all work. So next we're going to open our Farmers Market pumpkin, and this is what we're using to replace eggs in this chocolate cake. So we're going to add in 170 grams of pumpkin puree. And if you guys are wondering if this cake will taste like pumpkin, let me tell you that it will not. This is just going to taste like a super moist and fudgy chocolate cake. This is why I love using pumpkin as an egg replacer whenever I'm making chocolate desserts, because the chocolate is just going to overpower that pumpkin flavor, so you're really not going to get any of it at all. Instead, the pumpkin is just going to act as a great binder to replace eggs. And now I'm going to use my hand mixer today to mix up this cake batter because it's so quick and easy. But if you guys don't have a hand mixer, you can also use a whisk and a spatula, or you can even use your stand mixer if you want. This recipe is super flexible. Now it's just time to add in our dry ingredients. So first we're going to add our flour. Then we're going to add our Dutch processed cocoa powder. And now I like to use ground vanilla bean with this cake because it really just lets the chocolate flavor shine and it brings it out just a little bit more. But if you guys only have vanilla extract, that'll totally work too. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of ground vanilla bean. Next, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then last, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're just going to mix on low until combined and we have a smooth cake batter. Next, you want to line a 9-inch cake pan with parchment paper, and you want to make sure that you guys are using a round cake pan for this. Using a round cake pan is what's going to let us cut it specifically so that we can turn this into a heart with just 1 cake. Now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for about an hour, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So make sure you guys save that extra pumpkin. Store it in an airtight container in your fridge, and you can use it for so many other things. You can use it for things like cookies, brownies, waffles, and even dog food and dog treats. Yes, your dog can eat this Farmers Market pumpkin. It is completely dog safe. John eats it every single week. I'll link some of my favorite pumpkin recipes for both humans and dogs in the description. So once the cake is cooled, I like to pop it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is going to help the cake cool just a little bit, and this is going to help when we cut it into the shape of a heart. So while the cake is chilling, we're going to make up the frosting. So I have salt and butter in my stand mixer, and if you guys want to use your hand mixer to make frosting, you can do that too, but I prefer using the stand mixer whenever making frosting because I think it's so much easier. Next, we're just going to sift the powdered sugar into the bowl with the butter. So next, we're going to add a little bit of beet powder into this frosting. This is what's going to color it naturally light pink. And if you guys want a dark pink, then you guys can just use more beet powder. The best thing about using beet powder whenever making frosting is this is a really neutral flavor, so you're not going to taste anything. Trust me, this doesn't taste like beets. Now we're just going to mix this on low to combine the ingredients, and then we're going to slowly add in water as we turn the mixer up and whip it on high. And now if you guys want to use milk in place of water, you can totally do that. Continue to whip until the mixture is light and fluffy. Be sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl partway through mixing. And if you want your frosting a little bit looser, then just feel free to add a little bit more water. And then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and whip this a little bit more until it's light and fluffy. So now that our cake is chilled a little bit, we're going to remove it from the cake pan. So now I'm just going to place this on my cutting board, which is what I plan to serve this on. So if you guys are serving this on like a cake plate or a different plate, then I would recommend putting that on there now. So now that our cake is on the board, we're going to cut this to form the shape of a heart. So we're basically going to cut an upside down V, starting in the middle of the cake. So we're going to go from the middle of the cake, just like this, and cut a V just along the first kind of like half of the cake. This is going to cut off these round parts of the cake here, while also creating a V shape, which is going to be the bottom of the heart. Then we're going to take these round parts and stick them up on the top to create a heart. Now these two portions are going to be the top of the heart. So now you're going to take some of your pink frosting and we're just going to spread it onto the pieces and glue them on to form the heart. So now that our heart shape is formed, then we're just going to crumb coat this cake to seal in some of these crumbs. Once the heart is crumb coated, then I'm going to pop it in the freezer for like 10 to 15 minutes. We want to set this crumb coating. This is going to ensure that we don't get crumbs in the final layer of frosting. So once the crumb coat is set, now we're just going to add on the remaining frosting and spread it out evenly. Once you have the heart frosted around the sides, then you want to add the remaining frosting on top. Then you can take your cake spatula and run it under warm water. This is going to help you get a really smooth top. Now we have a beautiful heart cake and you guys can decorate it however you want. If you guys have extra frosting, you could add a little bit more beet powder to make like a brighter pink, and you could do writing on this if you want, just like conversation hearts. Or you could just decorate this with some Valentine's Day sprinkles on top. You could do some chocolate, you could do some freeze-dried strawberries, or even freeze-dried raspberries. Or if you have chocolate ganache or caramel and you want to drizzle that on top, go for it. Today I'm just going to use some freeze-dried raspberries and make a border around the edge of the heart. And now we have a delicious eggless chocolate heart cake that is perfect for Valentine's Day. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more Valentine's Day ideas without artificial colors, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.